This lecture is about the orifice plate. Orifice plate is an obstruction type of flow meter. In case of obstruction type of flow meter, we are putting an obstruction in the pipeline, and this obstruction is being created in the flow, and we are measuring the differential pressure across the obstruction. So in case of orifice plate, the obstruction is in type of this shape. It is a circular stainless steel plate in which there is a hole. So this diameter of the plate is matching with the pipeline diameter, and this plate is put in the pipeline by putting the pipe flanges, and the pipe flanges are such designed that we are having pressure tappings across the pipe flanges, and they are measuring the pressure, downstream pressure and upstream pressure across the orifice plate, and thus we obtain differential pressure P1 minus P2, which determines the flow rate. Here is the diagram which explains what we have just now described. So here is a pipeline. We are showing the cross-sectional diagram. Here is the direction of flow. So according to the direction of flow, this is downstream and this is upstream. This is the orifice which is acting as an obstruction. So upstream of this orifice plate we are having pressure tapping which is measuring P1, and downstream of this orifice we are having pressure tapping which is measuring downstream pressure P2. Capital D is the diameter of the pipeline and small d is the diameter of the orifice hole. This is the working principle. We are using Bernoulli's equation for explaining the working principle. Here is the Bernoulli's equation, and this equation is valid for steady, non-viscous, incompressible flow. And this expression reduces to this because height of tapping point P1 and P2 is same, and here we get delta P equal to P1 minus P2, and from this expression we get value of delta P as this. Here is the derivation with the help of the Bernoulli's equation. So we get P1 minus P2 equal to delta P equal to this, and from the conservation of mass principle, density times velocity into area is constant at any point. So we get the expression for velocity V2 as this, and then delta P equal to this, and again by doing some mathematical manipulation we get this expression, and this leads to value of velocity v1 equal to this. So it shows that with the help of determining p1 and p2 across the orifice plate, we can determine the velocity, and velocity times area is the flow rate. So expression for Q flow rate is this, and of course this can be written as this with the help of some mathematical manipulation. So here A1 is coming in the numerator and here A2 is coming in the numerator. Both the expressions are identical and shall give the same value. So we get the Q flow rate expression for ideal fluid, but we have to talk about the real fluid. Real fluid shall always have some viscosity. So we have to introduce a discharge coefficient to take into account the loss due to viscosity. So a discharge coefficient as a correction factor has to be introduced, and here we have introduced the correction factor, and here we can see that for the real fluid the flow rate shall be reduced with the help of correction factor. Here are some typical values of the correction factor which we have given with the help of a table. So here we can see that discharge coefficient is a function of ratio of small d by capital D and Reynolds number. But there is another factor which affects the value of discharge coefficient, and that factor is we have already explained that assumption of frictionless flow is not always valid, so we have to introduce a correction discharge coefficient. But there is another reason for the discharge coefficient. In fact, two reasons are there for the discharge coefficient. One is the viscosity and other is the area of vena contracta. Here we can see that this P2 is being measured at vena contracta, so that we get a larger value of P2. The area of cross section of vena contracta is smaller than the orifice area A2. So to take into account this area difference between vena contracta and orifice plate area, we have to further reduce the coefficient of discharge. So here we can see that the minimum flow area is not orifice area A2, but in the formula we are using orifice area A2. So As a result, the correction factor CD less than 1 has to be incorporated. What are the disadvantages of orifice plate? The major disadvantage is that there is a significant pressure drop across the plate which is not recoverable. So for this reason, selection of this meter must only be used where you can afford the pressure drop without affecting the rest of the system operations. So here are some salient features of this lecture series. So this lecture series is a combination of diagrams, notes and lectures. When one clicks the play button, the lecture starts. When one clicks the pause button, the main points of the presentation can be noted down. This lecture series is of use mainly to the control and instrumentation engineers and engineering students. And this is myself, and I have given my email address. And last but not the least, thank you.